Oh, all right, man. Probably the last video of the night. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired. Just worked 14 hours at work. But anyway, yeah. What up, gang? What up, squad? It's your boy. Are you serious? The realist, the coolest, the trillest young king. Only two platforms as we speak. Welcome back for another lit banger, man. We got my dog, the Family Live TV. Y'all know he be doing like little baby documentaries on rappers and people like that get caught up with the laws and stuff like that. So we got families affected as a Louisiana man beats two bodies. What he said? Beats two bodies, but still gets popped. So he beat two bodies, but he still got his ass popped. That's crazy. But y'all know what they say. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. So no matter how many times you get away with beating by like King Von, they said he beat however many bodies, but he still got popped. So no matter how many times you beat bodies, trust me, your karma will come. And that's just how it is. Anyway, if you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers, show me a check out. Let's go ahead and jump right into this one. Bye.
The Family TV would like to present a warning. Disclaimer. This video may contain themes of violence, death, explicit language, and or gang activity. But in no way, shape, or form are we trying to incite or encourage illegal behavior. This video is for educational, informational, and documentary purposes only. All content has been provided to public information that's protected, we believe, by Section 107 of U.S. copyright law. With making every effort.
My boy said he is not finna get sued. Y'all not finna get him. He put this whole thing in the beginning of the video.
To make sure we abide by YouTube guidelines, there might be a lot of edits for you guys to watch. But if you guys would like to check the unedited process out, please feel free to check the link in the description to check out all platforms for the Family TV. With that being said, please enjoy this content as we present this story.
I'm gonna say this out the gate. I really don't think it's been said enough. Some people don't care about they self, let alone care about somebody they so-called love. If you in the streets, you know what come with that. If you living that life, don't put your folks in jeopardy. We all know if they looking for you and they can't find you, they gonna find somebody you hang with, or even worse, find somebody you love. And let's keep it real. Once a body drop, ain't no turning back from that.
Man, it's just getting crazy where you just can't go nowhere no more unless something like this here happening and everything. I don't know what gonna happen in Baton Rouge, in the next few years or so.
Community came together and gave us
He tweaking, gang. Certain cities like Baton Rouge, Chicago, as soon as I would have got old enough, I would have moved away no matter what, gang. Because too many bullets flying to be just trying to live a regular normal life, not knowing if a stray gonna catch you. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
information which led to the arrest of Demetrian Grimm from the shooting at the Mall of Louisiana.
According to one witness lingering by yellow crime scene tape, this all began when a group of girls was on the street to fight before the many shots rang out. That witness, who did not want to go on camera, saying a male had been shot in the mouth, his mother in the side, and his sister being the latest life lost to gun violence.
Because we failed them. We failed them. They don't love themselves. Because if they loved themselves, they wouldn't shoot somebody who looked just like them, who act just like them, who walk just like them, who have the same swag that they have. They're killing themselves, brother. We got to teach them to love them.
On April 1st, that's April Fool's. We just passed ours for 2024. But it wasn't no joke when local reports out of Baton Rouge had stated that a man had lost his life at around 2 a.m. One of three who lost their life in a span of 24 hours. But what makes this story crazy, the man who lost his life was just arrested a little under 2 years ago in connection to a popular local rapper who lost his life while in a car, broad daylight, outside a mall. Now, of course, we'll later discuss the details in the video, but I want you guys to know this out the gate, family. Just within the last 2 years alone, the man who lost his life on April 1st lost his brother in a targeted shooting outside their home. Weeks after that, lost his blood cousin in a hotel parking lot and got his cousin shot. Not to mention, on the other side, people losing their life close to them as well, like a young girl we'll later discuss, who lost her life driving with her mother and her brother, and the brother got arrested weeks later for robbing a bank technician. Nah, for real, family. And this just was public. Listen.
Bro, you hear all this shit, gang? That's just a mess. Imagine living like that, bro. I'll be thinking my life is hectic sometimes. Like, I'm kind of in like a depression right now. I don't know why. I I get down like this sometimes. Kind of just get tired of doing the regular. You feel me? But I'd rather go through that and feel this way than have to go through that. That's sickening, gang.
I know that could be confusing, but that's what you got me for. But in this video, we're gonna break down the names and affiliations of the man who lost his life within the last 24 hours, according to indictments, police reports, etc., within the last 2 years, and see why all this is going down. But before we go over this one, remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. According to Baton Rouge Police Department, it's a war going on between two gangs in BI. Bankstown Mafia and Bleeders, which led to the demise of many bodies, one a local rapper named True Bleeder. But let's slow down, family. Let's talk about each alleged gang and give the public backstory on the two via the indictments. Now, Bankstown Mafia Red Stick drug bust had happened on April 15, 2022. And the drug bust was at an abandoned home on 75th Avenue, which is also the area that Bankstown hang in, according to BRPD. Bankstown Mafia had members in jail as well. One had just got stabbed with a homemade shank in East Baton Rouge Parish Jail.
Member of the Bankstown Mafia was rushed to the hospital after being stabbed by a rival gang member in the East Baton Rouge Parish Prison. Paramedics were called to the prison last Thursday afternoon. Two WAFB TV sources identified the victim as 25-year-old Charleston Street. Street was arrested with 7 other suspects earlier this week in a major case involving drugs and guns.
Now, one of
Bro, that shit is wild.
Now, one of the most known alleged gang members from Bankstown Mafia is a guy that go by the name of Demetrian Grimm, aka The Bug. He also a Baton Rouge clothing designer with his own brand, Way of Living. But it wasn't for his clothing brand that made him a household name in Baton Rouge. It was his arrest for 2 first degrees and 2 attempts after being indicted just under 2 years ago.
But I don't understand, bro. You got your clothing brand. You making moves in the music. Why do you gotta keep doing these street things? I will never understand, bro. And yes, y'all could say, well, you not in his shoes. For sure. Because I don't see no point in it. I don't want to take nobody's life just because he reps something else. I don't want to lose my life because I rep something else. I want to get my family out the hood. Ain't that what it's supposed to be about?
While already in jail for a separate charge. As we mentioned, the drug bust. But his arrest came out of home on Lockhaven Avenue, and that happened on March 29, 2020. That wasn't his first run-in with the law, but 2 weeks later is when he was indicted for 2 first degree and 2 attempts, April 14, 2020. And one of those first degrees was for a well-known rapper, as we mentioned, True Bleeder.
Just like this community came together and gave us information, which led to the arrest of Demetrian Grimm from the shooting at the Mall of Louisiana.
By his name alone, you can tell who his affiliation was, the Bleeders. And according to BRPD, they hang in the area of Glen Oaks. True Bleeder had millions of views on many songs on YouTube. He lost his life on February 27, 2022, near the Mall of Louisiana, Friday afternoon. It was a targeted shooting.
Bro, I heard about that. I heard him and his homeboys just went to the mall and they was there too long, and somebody dropped their low, got their ass.
According to BRPD, 4 people were inside a car and the shooter covered them with bullets, broad daylight. It was around 1:30 p.m. near the entrance of the mall parking lot. When police had arrived, they saw all 4 victims shot at the intersection of Blue Bonnet Boulevard and Picardy Avenue. The suspect left a stolen car at the scene and left in a separate getaway vehicle. The victims was identified as Clifton Lindsay, 19 years old, and Dante Dorsey, 18 years old, aka True Bleeder. May they both rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. The 2 surviving victims was aged 21 and 19. And as we mentioned earlier in the video, family, Grimm was already locked up for a previous charge just 2 weeks prior. But on August 22nd, 2022, months after the indictment, the district attorney decided to let the charges be dropped after the only evidence they had against Grimm was the evidence of DNA being found in the abandoned vehicle that was left at the mall. When the DA was last asked this question, he said he might reopen the case. But during this time, they did release the possible motive. Grimm had lost his older brother in a targeted shooting outside their home just 6 months before the mall shooting. It was October 8th, 2021. 25-year-old Jamorris Ferguson was gunned down at his home on Lock Haven Avenue.
At his home?
He lost his life 7 months later, May 2022, from his injuries. May he rest in peace and love condolences to his family.
Yo, that shit's sad when you get popped or whatever and you live for a little while and you think you good. Like, it's scary because when you get shot, you don't know what it did to your body, the full effect, until later. Man, that shit probably just sitting somewhere, just buying this time. He died, what, 7 months later, they said? That's crazy.
Accused of killing 2 people outside the mall in Louisiana was laid to rest this morning after succumbing to shooting injuries from a drive-by in October. Though Demetrion Grimm requested a judge let him out of jail to attend, he was denied.
Early Saturday morning, more than 100 people gathered to celebrate the life of Jamorris "Jimo" Ferguson. Say Ferguson was an Army veteran, a father, and a business owner who would do anything for anyone.
It sounded like he wasn't even in the streets, bro. Oh my gosh. R.I.P.
Died on May 5th from injuries he suffered from a drive-by shooting that happened last year. Police say he was not the intended target. Demetrion Grimm, who's currently jailed for allegedly killing 2 people outside the mall of Louisiana back in February, was denied by a judge for his request to be at the funeral.
Let a TurboTax full-service expert do your...
I mean, bro, what you expect? You know what I'm saying? You just murk some people or whatever. Hold on. You just... Goddamn, pause, motherfucker. You just murk these people. 2 people. And I understand it's because you want to get back for your brother. But then you're going to try to leave to go to the funeral? You really think the judge was going to let you make that? Come on, man. You got to be a little smarter than that, gang. Bro, this shit do not want to work for a nigga.
Of the true bleeders and 3 others outside the mall. Now everyone that was close to the bleeders or Bankstown Mafia knew they could be a casualty to this war. So even females at times would be strapped. Grimm blood cousin would be next to lose his life to this war, according to BRPD, just 3 weeks after the mall shooting. Grimm cousin was gunned down in a hotel parking lot, stomped against the hood of a white pickup truck in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn on Airline Highway late Monday morning.
Look at my baby! My baby did not deserve this! A grieving mother screams in agony and anger. Dozens of family and friends filled the Holiday Inn parking lot after learning their loved one was shot dead in his car. According to police, 23-year-old Malachi Demelin was shot multiple times and was pronounced dead at the scene. A woman who was also shot is being treated at a...
Bro, all these young men have kids, have children that now have to grow up without their fathers, bro. For whatever reason, I don't know, but that is... When is enough, y'all?
Hospital and is expected to be okay.
And just 3 weeks after that shooting in the hotel parking lot, the guy who lost his life with True Bleeder outside the mall, Clifton Lindsay, his 16-year-old little cousin, was gunned down after a shootout that police said her brother had started. Lindsay's mother had drove his brother and sister, Tremaine and Tremaya, to their home in Glen Oaks. Tremaine fired the first shot that led to a shootout. Tremaya was killed and her brother Tremaine was arrested for that shooting, booked on 5 counts of attempt M. He was already out on bond on an arrest in February of 2022 after Tremaine and a group of men had allegedly robbed ATM technicians while they were fixing the machine and stole the cash.
The window of this white SUV shot out. Sources telling WBRZ gunfire was exchanged between people in that car and others near a home. Gunshots from the person returning fire near the home are believed to have hit and injured the 3 people in the white SUV. Sources saying it was an adult and her 2 children in that car who went to a house for an altercation. According to one witness lingering by yellow crime scene tape, this all began when a group of girls was on the street to fight before the many shots rang out. That witness, who did not want to go on camera, saying a male had been shot in the mouth, his mother in the side, and his sister being the latest life lost to gunfire.
And on that indictment, Tremaine and the 4 others was listed as members of the Bleeders. Fast forward to April 1st, 2024, 18 months since the DA had dropped the case against the alleged Bankstown Mafia, Grimm, for the demise of True Bleeder. Just like his brother, Grim was gunned down in front of his home at just 23 years old. And a guy named Jonathan Williams. May they both rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. A 16-year-old girl was shot as well, but thank God she survived. The house was located on...
Bro, so the nigga with that was walking out the jail with the long dreads that murked those two dudes in the car, he got murked too? Damn. That's crazy.
Eyes of true bleeder. Just like his brother, Grim was gunned down in front of his home at just 23 years old. And a guy named Jonathan Williams.
What?
May they both rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. A 16-year-old girl was shot as well, but thank God she survived. The house was located on 68th Avenue near Cambridge Street just after 2 a.m. It's a never-ending cycle, fam. Like we said at the very beginning, once a body drop, ain't no turning back from that. It's all fun and games until the rabbit got the gun. Now the fact that both sides having innocent women being struck, one losing their life, may she rest in peace. But like we said at the beginning as well, you don't care about yourself, I can't expect for you to care about someone you so-called love. The message from this story should be, revenge don't have a date on it. Fam, it's time for you guys to share your thoughts in the comment. This was the story of a Louisiana man who was gunned down in similar fashion as his brother. A man who literally got away with M1 on 2 counts, gets the charges dropped, and gets gunned down 18 months later. All while losing family and friends along the journey. The streets of myth, family. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then.
Yeah, that's crazy. When you hear shit like that, you be like, first of all, like I said, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. But secondly, what if he would have stayed in jail? He would have still been alive. It's like, what do you... I remember it was FBG Butter. He was talking about K.I. If y'all don't know K.I., she got something to do with King Von and all that stuff. Anyway, he was like, man, I'd rather be talking to her from a jail cell through a glass than not to be talking to her at all. So it's to the point where, would you rather be in prison or be not alive? You know what I'm saying? This dude got away with those 2 murders just to get popped himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he would have did life? Or he probably would have did a double life. Probably would have been in prison for the rest of his life. But do you think he would have preferred that? Or just to die, to get murked? I don't know, bro. I have no clue why these people do what they do. But I pray that one day it stops. I know I don't think it will, but hopefully somebody stand up and tell them that y'all wasting y'all time. Instead of doing this, y'all could be doing stuff that's gonna propel you to actually be something in life instead of just keeping yourself down and the people around you, bro. Anyway, man, on to the next.